Ready to make a real impact every day? Join the Active Day Home Care team and help clients maintain their independence in the comfort of their own homes. Make a difference in someone's life as you provide essential daily assistance and protect their health and happiness. Earn up to $20 an hour and enjoy additional perks like optional daily pay, 401k, paid time off, ongoing educational training, and more. Join a team that values care, compassion, and your professional growth. Visit activeday.com to apply.
Stop right there. Yeah, you. If you like all things entertainment, current events, or Hollywood, then look no further. Creator to Creators, hosted by director Meosha of Horror Noir, interviews filmmakers and creatives from around the world. Join in on the fun, guest celebrities, and informative information to have as a creator. Hit subscribe and stay connected to Creator to Creators.
Hi guys, welcome to Creator to Creators today. Today we have a special guest.
Hello everyone, my name is David Cook.
Welcome to the show, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. It's great seeing you. You look brilliant.
Well, thank you. I try to clean up a little bit, you know.
Yeah, I had a bit of a trim before we come on as well.
Nice. That's a good thing. Trimming is good. For those who don't know you, I mean, I think you're absolutely fantastic. You're also you have your own show. You've been doing that for quite some time. And you're also into horror, all these amazing things. But tell us, for those who don't know, like the beginning, how was your childhood growing up, and how did you kind of find your way doing what you're doing now?
Childhood. I suppose it's not really what people would class as a normal childhood. Basically, I've been in the paranormal world since I was 6 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, that was when I told my mum that she wasn't my first mum, but I still love her.
Right.
Don't know. I did tell her the name of my first mum, but I can't remember it. Obviously, with age, I forget things. And she's forgot it as well. And unfortunately, now she's passed.
I'm sorry.
Unless I do past life regression hypnosis, that very much if I'll remember the name I told her to look her up. But yeah, for me, seeing, hearing spirits, sensing spirits is normal. I've grown up with it. You know, I've not really thought of any different way of life.
Interesting. Huh.
So to me, that's normal.
You never was like afraid of it, like, or never felt like, oh my God, this is like, it didn't freak you out at first?
No, because as far as I knew, it was the norm. You know, as far as I knew, everyone done it.
Right.
I mean, I was a kid. I didn't know. I was lucky in the aspect of I've got great parents. So my dad sees them as well. So he understood. And so I had someone to fall back on. Someone to tell me that I wasn't mad. I wasn't imagining it.
Right.
It was actually happening. So I'm lucky. I'm one lucky few. So yeah, then it sort of led to watching a program called Arthur C. Clarke's World of Strange Powers. And I know I'm showing my age here. Not many people will probably remember it, but he was a fantastic host. The way he presented this show was brilliant. He give the story, then they give the facts on that story, but then he give an alternate point of view. Could it be this instead? Could it be that? So I loved the way he approached things, because he was giving both sides, not just one, which I think is missing big time nowadays. And yeah, so I was watching it from about sort of 11 years old. And it's not the type of thing you expect an 11-year-old to watch.
Right. It's like, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah. So he dealt with things like spontaneous human combustion and the crystal skulls and everything like this. So for an 11-year-old to watch all this, see charred bodies with just legs on a chair, That tells you it's not normal.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, then I was sort of as I was growing up, I was seeing things and hearing more things, and I was passing messages on to people that are basically things I shouldn't know within
So
sort of like 5 minutes.
you look at it as a gift.
I say it is a gift because I've helped so many people with this,
Okay.
and without it, I don't think I'd be able to help in the way that I do.
Mm.
So for me, yeah, it is a gift. You know, I've been blessed and cursed at the same time with it.
Mm.
But no, I see it as a positive thing. I love it. I love every minute of it. And I've got to be honest, I didn't start actually investigating until I was sort of in my 30s.
Okay. Why did you start so late? Were you not sure what you wanted to do like with it or like the path you wanted to go or
Well, I was obviously busy giving messages,
yeah.
and it wasn't until I met a gentleman by the name of Chris Horton,
Hmm.
and I realised because I was watching the TV shows like everyone else does, you know, all the popular ones at the time,
Yeah.
and I think they make this look so difficult with everything they've got. You know, they've got all this fancy equipment and everything. I ain't going to be able to do that.
Right.
I ain't going to be able to get all this fancy, up-to-date equipment. And so I just didn't think of it. Like I say, it wasn't until I met Chris Horton and we went to, there's an English actress who was very big in the 60s, 70s, and 80s called Diana Dawes.
Mm.
She was supposed to be the English version of Marilyn Monroe.
Oh wow. Okay.
And we at her graveside, me, Chris, and a couple of my other friends, one of which looked like Diana Dawes. She
Wow.
was the spitting image of her. And when we was doing the investigation, he actually all he had basically was a video camera and a digital voice recorder. And I thought, oh, so I don't need all that fancy equipment after all.
Mm, mm-hmm.
So I thought, right, well, in that case, let's get myself a camera, let's get myself a digital voice recorder, and then I can go to a place and perhaps expand on what I'm doing rather than just give messages. Perhaps now I can help spirits as well.
Interesting. That's awesome.
And yeah, I went to my first one. It was a Fanance House Museum in Dagenham in Essex,
Mhm.
which is about a 15-minute drive away from me. And yeah, I thoroughly loved it. Ever since then, I've been going to loads of spooky places, as some people would call them. To me, they're just normal places, but
Yeah.
as
I
we've
think
established, I'm not normal.
no. Well, who wants to be normal? Normal is a little overrated.
Well, if I said what is normal,
I guess society, puts this kind of idea, this overall thing of what normal looks like. And if the majority's here, then this is what you want to be. But if you're outside of that, then it's like, oh. But I think it's just fear. It boils down to that, I think, you know.
well, like I say, it is the majority.
Yeah.
Whatever the majority do is classed as the norm.
Hmm.
But then you got the music world. To
Yeah.
some people, that's not normal. To
Right.
some people, that's sort of like Satan's work, depending on the kind of music you listen to.
True. Yeah.
But to the artist, that's normal.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know, you got, like you say, the movie world. To some people, that may not be normal because
Yeah.
you got people acting and pretending to be other things. But to other people, that's normal.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, what is normal?
Good observation there. Um, so I'm curious, after you saw that you can like make and make projects with just you don't need all this fancy equipment according to you see these other people doing, so you go out and you do a lot of different things. Is there anything that Was it ever like, have you ever went on like any like you explored somewhere and you just didn't feel anything at that time? Is it just, I mean, you don't feel things all the time. It's just comes and goes.
Yeah, it's basically as soon as you walk into a place, you sort of get a feeling as to if something's there or not.
Okay.
It's how can I put it? Your body goes into what I call survival mode,
Hmm.
which is why I believe they do it mainly in the dark,
Okay.
because you can't see, so your other senses take over. So your hearing's more enhanced. Uh, your sense of touch is more enhanced. Your sense of smell increases.
Mm.
Your sense of being touched, like your sensitivity of your skin increases as well, and you become more alert. So I believe that's why they do all these shows during the night and
Interesting.
encourage us to do it during the night.
Yeah.
But you can walk anywhere, and if you get goosebumps, then it could be a bit of energy
Mm.
that's possibly close to you. It don't mean any harm. Now, I want to get that out there straight away. Not all ghosts are bad. Okay? The bad ones are the ones that are frustrated and confused
Mm.
because they don't understand what's going on.
Gotcha.
They don't realize that they've passed. As far as they're concerned, they're still alive and they're trying to get your attention, but they can't. So they get frustrated. They
Mm.
get frustrated. They move things. They throw things, just like we would.
Right.
So if you do come across something like that, don't think it's a poltergeist. Don't think it's a demon,
Yeah, that's what
because they
most
are,
people think.
yeah, they are the most rare spirits you will ever encounter if
Mm.
you do go on a ghost hunt.
Interesting.
It's just probably confused, frustrated. It might be tired
Mm.
because some of these places I've been to, one in particular, Coalhouse Fort in Tilbury in Essex, I got a message before I even went there asking to stop all the ghost hunts going on now because they're
Wow.
tired. They've had enough. They just want to be left now.
Interesting.
And it turns out when I went there, the woman in charge showed me a letter they got from the local council
Uh-huh.
saying that they was going to stop all the ghost hunts.
Wow.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and she didn't show me it until after I told her the message that I got.
That's gnarly. Interesting. I'm so curious because it's like, and Hollywood depicts it as if it's some very demonic like most of them. I mean, it's rare that you find the really nice ghost stories, right? Like they're all either someone's being possessed by a demon, it's Satan himself, and someone's on the wall crawling around. I mean, it makes fun for entertainment to like, it's fun to watch, but do you feel that Hollywood kind of exploits it more so than anything?
I understand why it does. I
Mhm.
do understand it because it's all about revenue.
Right.
It's all about bringing in the money. Uh, what? Let's face it. What are you going to watch more? Are you going to watch something that's involved murder and now the spirit wants revenge, so it'll get no matter what? Do you want a story where you got jump scares, or are you going to watch something like prime example, Patrick Swayze Ghost?
Yeah, true.
What would you rather watch? People want excitement.
True.
People want action.
Yeah.
So Hollywood's just providing it.
Yeah.
As much as I hate the fact that they rip these apart, especially the true stories,
Mm.
as I found out when I spoke to Carmen Reed, the real life mum from The Haunting in Connecticut,
Mm.
they just rip it apart, basically make their own story. Just they include odd bits here and there, but they never actually include the true story.
Mm.
So I can understand why they do it for revenue. I can understand why they do it to bring in the money to possibly make another big blockbuster film. I can understand that, but I wish they would stay true to the story.
Yeah.
I wish they would give a true account of everything that happened and just stop going so over the top that it becomes unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're telling someone's story. They've been through that. Don't make them go through anything else.
Yeah.
It's hard enough what they've been through in the first place.
Hmm.
And now you're just making it worse by tearing apart their story and just doing something completely over the top that you think, oh no, 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 that's no. Just Edward, please stop. Just stick to the facts, stick to the truth, stick to that person's story,
Yeah.
and give them some sort of peace of mind. Don't make it worse for them.
I'm curious, do you think there's any like documentaries that actually explore the paranormal and did it right that you would say and you would recommend people to watch and check out?
Oh, believe it or not, there is actually one film.
Mm.
I found it in a pound store. I think you call them like Dollar Trees over there or something.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, over here we call them pound stores
Okay. Pound stores.
because everything's a pound. But yeah, I found a film in there called The Awakening. Fantastic film. Absolutely amazing film. It absolutely deals with the paranormal and horror in a perfect balance.
Hmm.
It's a female lead. She does a fantastic job,
Beautiful.
absolutely amazing job.
Yeah.
The story is fantastic. Nice twist as well. I'm not going to say it in case anyone wants to watch it, but there's a nice twist as well
Hmm.
to the story and the ending as well.
Oh yeah. It's a good movie.
It's it's not over the top. It
Yeah.
keeps in line with the story, and it is absolutely fantastic to watch. It really is.
Yeah.
But for documentary wise, I don't think there is, to be honest.
Interesting. Are you
I
serious?
think they've all got,
Huh.
yeah, I think they've all got their own kind of views on the paranormal.
Interesting.
Uh, Obviously, TV companies are involved, so they need to do a certain amount of not over the topness, but stretching the truth a little to
Mm-hmm.
make it entertaining. But I honestly don't believe there is one documentary out there that handles it in a perfect balance.
Interesting. Wow. This is good. This is untapped. It's something. Do you have anything that you want to do as far as like projects and ideas that you want to like do that you haven't seen?
Well, watching all the horror films I have, because since investigating, I
Yeah.
have sort of gone more over to horror to see how over the top they go with it. Now I find them as comedies,
Okay.
honestly, because they are. I know I keep saying it, but they are so over the top. They just make me laugh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
How ridiculous they are. And then I'm watching them, and I'm thinking, as it goes, what is actually missing at the moment
Mm.
is someone in a paranormal point of view.
Mm.
Now, I know what was it? I think the Sixth Sense.
Mm.
The
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
consultant, the
Mhm.
consultant there was James Van Prague, who's a famous medium over there in the US. Once again, story was brilliant.
Right.
The way that it was told, the twist, the plot, that was all brilliant. And the fact that it involved a kid and kids are the more vulnerable ones, fantastic. Great film. And I think they're actually missing a paranormal point of view in these films.
Hmm.
They haven't really sort of consulted anyone in the paranormal by the feel of the film. So I thought, well, why don't I try it?
Yeah.
And it wasn't until, because there's a place I go to in my town, which I didn't believe existed until I actually went there. And there's a little opening into like this little wooded area. And I thought, as it goes, what had she done it for me? I found a wrapped up duvet in these little bit of woods. But I honestly thought it was a dead body wrapped up.
Oh my God.
Seriously, I
Uh,
was doing a Facebook Live. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, actually saying on this Facebook Live, I'm sure that's a body.
yeah.
The way it was wrapped up and everything, it was a body. And so I thought, what am I going to do if it is a body?
Right, exactly.
Do I go up and poke it
Uh,
and see if it moves, or do I leave it? What do I do? So I left it, went back, found out it was just a duvet rolled up because
Wow.
it was playing on my mind.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah.
But then I got thinking, but what if something like that did happen down here?
Hmm.
Because there's no lighting down there whatsoever. It's completely pitch black. I thought no one would know
Right.
until it was too late.
Right.
And then I started thinking, well, what if the spirit that passed away there then come back and it's stuck there? So that's when I started getting the idea for the film.
I love it. It's awesome.
And I was thinking we could have the background story of a family having a picnic, they're having a great time. The daughter goes off because there's a river nearby. And unfortunately, they hear a scream. The daughter gets stuck in the mud. The tide's coming in quick. So the dad now jumps in to save his daughter.
Mm.
He gets stuck. The mum can't reach him. So she runs off to get help. But then when she comes back, the tide has covered them both. And
Ooh,
unfortunately, they both pass away.
yikes.
So now every time, around about the same time every year, they come back to that spot to finish the picnic.
Right. I like that. That's actually really cool. It's very interesting.
And then, so we'll film that bit, and then we'll get to the point where it's more like the Blair Witch Project style film.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you've got the paranormal investigators coming in now and try to work out who they are, why they are there,
Right.
and then things start to happen to the paranormal investigators. And it's going to teach, hopefully as well, why we go in pairs and we should never go alone.
Right.
So yeah, that's the plot behind it.
Well, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, and so the spot is perfect. I've got two places. I believe I've sent you photographs and
Oh yeah,
videos.
they're amazing. Very cool spots. It looks really, really cool. It's gonna really
Yeah,
create that like the ambience and the, that I feel, yeah, it's gonna be pretty pretty awesome to see that.
yeah, and it will be from a paranormal investigator's point of view.
I like that.
So I'm going to try and get it so that it's the kind of film where you you want to go on an investigation, but you're not quite ready,
Right.
and so you get the feel of what we do
Mm.
before you actually go on one.
That's awesome. I'm excited to see that. I think a lot of people need to see that point of view and that perspective for sure.
Well, there's not going to be demons. I'm telling you that now. There's not going to be no demons. There's not going to be no poltergeists. There's not going to be nothing like that. But we will address that issue in the film.
Cool. That's exciting.
And then hopefully this year, I'm going to be filming a series of documentaries about my town. Because in my town, we have a 7th century remains of an abbey.
Ooh.
And it was built in 666 AD.
Whoa.
Great year to be
Wait.
built.
Yeah. Right, right.
But yeah, we had Captain Cook, who was married there,
Wow.
the explorer. We had William the Conqueror, who's my 26th great granddad.
Wow.
He ruled England from there on his way to Hastings. So there's a ton of history in my town alone.
I love it. I love it.
And I thought to myself, how many people just exist where they live?
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
they don't live there.
Mm-hmm.
They just exist. It's just a place for them to live. That's it.
Yep.
And when I looked into it, I mean, at one point, my town was one of the biggest fishing fleets in the world.
Wow.
So we've got a lot of history and it's just not being documented.
That is gnarly. That's crazy that it's not being documented. Like so much rich, interesting history. So it's like, why not?
Yeah.
Explore that.
Because I mean, over there in the US, I know 1800s, 17, 1800s year is ancient history. But
Yeah.
to us, that's nothing.
Right.
Yeah. Over in UK, we've got stuff, like I say, dating back to the 7th century.
Wow.
So that's history.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Wow. I'm excited for you with all the things that you have going on. I love it. I love what you got. Where, where you, the things that you want to change about the stigma around the paranormal world. That's so super cool. And then for those who are also listening, talk a little bit about your show. You host a show surrounding, the paranormal. How did that start? And what like what do you hope people, for new listeners, to like when they listen to it, to come away with?
Well, it actually started off as a joke, believe it or not.
That's the best way to start.
Seriously, I never intended it to happen.
Wow, I love
Didn't
it.
even think of it. Uh, Basically, a friend of mine, Jessica Johns, uh, she was going to start a show with her co-host Joey Marabella
Uh-huh.
called Reality Check on KCOR Digital Radio, and it was going to be conspiracies, paranormal things like this. I thought, oh, I'll have a listen because that sounds really good.
Mm.
So after their first show, I wrote a review on Facebook. Then the owner of the network, Tina Marie,
Mm.
absolutely amazing woman, fantastic role model for any young women out there like yourself.
Oh, thank you.
And she said to me, "Can I publish this on their page on my website?" Oh, yeah, please do. I'll be honoured.
I love it. I love that.
Yeah, so it's still on there. I'm
That's
still, I'm still
awesome.
chuffed it's there.
Those are
So,
great.
yeah, then we got talking and we become friends. This is how naive I was. As a joke, because I know how much Americans love the English accent.
Oh, we love it. We
Yeah.
love it.
So I said, can you imagine my voice on the radio over there? And I thought this is a safe joke because I ain't going to get over to Vegas to be able to do a show. No way. And then she turned it around on me and said, we can do it remotely if you want. I'm
Awesome.
like, what?
I
Hold
love
on.
it.
What's going on? And so she said, what would you talk about? I said, well, the thing I probably know the most about, which is like ghosts and the paranormal.
Hmm.
And she said, there you go, you got a show right there.
There you go.
And I'm like, okay, what's going on here? I only made a joke.
I
And
love
then we had a conference call. She gave me all the details. And I thought, all right, this is a big commitment. This is every week. Because honestly, I wasn't even thinking about guests.
right, right, right.
That's how new I am to this. So I'm like, right, got to come up with something every week to talk about. And I think, right, well, think of how many people I could help on a wider scale.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Rather than just one-on-one, I can reach a lot more people a lot quicker this way. So I thought, you know what, I'll give it 6 months. I'll see how it goes. Because by that time, surely I'm going to run out of things to talk about. 6 years later, I'm still doing it.
I love that. No, I love it. That's beautiful. because though it's great that it started out as a joke, and it's like I feel like those are the best like stories when it's like, oh, you're not even thinking about it and it just like comes to you. It found you actually, you know? Um,
Yeah. Well,
and I
what
think
I'm
that's kind of
hoping from
cool.
this as well
Yeah.
is not only from the people I interview, but
Yeah.
the people listening as well. I want to give them a safe place where they can come and talk about their experiences. Because I know people go through things every day that
Mm-hmm.
they can't explain,
Right.
but some are too afraid to say anything in case they get branded mad, insane, stupid, whatever, because the stigma is still surrounding the paranormal.
Right.
So not only did I want to dispel all of the myths about just doing it in the night time, ghosts only come out at night and everything else, I want to give people a safe place where they know they can come, they can explain their experiences, they won't get judged for it, they will be respected, they will be listened to. And if I can help them, I will. If I can't help them, I'll try and pass them on to someone that I think can help. And hopefully, they will realize that this did happen to them. It is real, what they've experienced, and they're not imagining it.
I
So
love
basically, I want to pass on the experience I had when I was young with my parents, in that they made me feel safe. They made me feel what I was experiencing was real.
right.
So I just want to pass that on now.
That's beautiful. I love that. That is awesome. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story and just your passion and the love that you have for, you know, for the paranormal and just, thank you. I really appreciate your time. I really do.
Ah, I've loved being on here, and it's an honor.
Thank you so much. Where can people follow you on social media and catch your show and all that stuff?
The best place is Facebook. I've got three pages there. I've got my personal page, which is David Cook. I've got the Essex Ghost Investigations page, which is my team page. I've also got the Ghostly Hour page, which is also the name of the radio show. It's on KCOR Digital Radio. It's on Sundays, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 9 or 10 p.m. in the UK, depending on the time difference when we put our clocks back and forwards. Why we still do that, I don't know. But if you want to go on the KCOR Digital Network website, go on the Ghostly Hour page. All my contact information is there, my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, my email. It's all there. Please, if you think I can help, or if you just want someone to listen to you, please don't hesitate, get in touch. If I don't reply straight away, it's probably because I'm at work, because I work very weird hours, or because I'm asleep. But I promise you, I will get back to you as soon as I can. You will not be ignored.
I love it. Thank you so much. It was so I'm so glad we can finally get you on the show. I mean, you're a very, very busy man. So thank you for having time for me and lots of love from me to you. And one day we'll be in the same area and we can make something really magical.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Definitely.
Thanks for having me. It's been absolute pleasure, as always, talking to you.
Oh, definitely. Ditto. And thank you all for listening. And always remember to live, love, laugh.